Hello and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is a reading for the full moon in Pisces, the beautiful total lunar eclipse. This is such an amazing energy. The sun is at 15 degrees of Virgo. The moon is at 15 degrees of Pisces. And so I'm going to use a combination of tarot, astrology, and tuning into the higher realms, the higher energies. I do have another reading out, a weekend reading that is more about what's happening for us down on the human realm. This reading, I'm going to tune into the astrology and I'm going to tune into what's happening on the higher realms, because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, the 12th sign. It is the sign just before we transcend from the human existence into soul and spirit, into oneness. And so there is this beautiful energy of transcendence that comes through with this full moon. Full moons are about completion, about something being illuminated, about an ending of a cycle, a culmination of a cycle. And like this card is suggesting, this is a time, there's certain times throughout the year, like around Halloween, the Scorpio full moon is one of them, as well as the Pisces full moon, where the veils between the worlds are thin. And so now we've got lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Oh my goodness. That is so powerful and so perfect. That really is the huge message that's coming in for this beautiful full moon. So some of you might really have your crown chakras and your third eyes opened with this, because it's a very highly intuitive and psychic full moon, which you could have some amazing experiences with this. But ultimately, the ruler of this moon is Jupiter, Jupiter being the traditional ruler of Pisces. And Jupiter is in another water sign, in Cancer, making a beautiful trine, a flow of energy to this full moon. So Jupiter is opening us up, liberating us, bringing us gifts, and helping us free something that has been along those Piscean themes of overgiving, of taking on too much, of taking on a burden, taking on something that isn't aligned for you. Now, this is really, really important, and it feels like a dissolving. It feels like this moon, Pisces, rules the ocean and Neptune is its other ruler. So there's this really strong energy of the tide coming in and out. There's a very strong energetic pull with this. The tide is flowing in, and it's almost like if you resist that tide, it's going to make it a more difficult moon for you. And it feels like it's this gentle release. This moon does bring gifts because it is ruled by Jupiter, but yet there is this very powerful release. It does require this release to be coming through with it. And so to help you with this, I have recorded an accompanying meditation. It's in a separate video, so it gives you time and space to get ready, because there's something sacred around this moon. It's a particularly good moon for things like ritual and lighting candles, doing a full moon ceremony, giving your crystals a moon bath. Things like that could be really lovely. I want to tune into Archangel Michael and see what is coming in. It says, "You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence." So these big eclipse-like shifts, which could for some of us feel like life-changing shifts. There is something that is more at one with your soul's journey, with your soul's direction, with your soul's path that is coming in here. And it may require some courage and bravery to step into that, to release the old patterns, because full moons give us a chance to reset the patterns in our life, to reset in a particular area of our life. If you know where Pisces and Virgo are, those areas of your life, those houses will be the axis where you might see these changes or patterns of reset coming in. I have seen that a lot of people leading up to it could have felt a little bit overwhelmed or burnt out. That can come through with it as well. The message is to take some things off your plate if that is what's happening for you, and give yourself time and space to reset. And that also, if suddenly like fewer clients are booking in, or I've suddenly been given a little bit of extra time, or I'm feeling like I need to kind of move things to next week, or I need to say no to something, listen to that, honor that inner voice. And so Archangel Michael's saying here that because we're moving through these interesting shifts of energy, releasing anything that no longer serves us, especially on a very strong spiritual level, a soul level, And we're releasing things like over perfectionism, the need to be something or overgive or overperform something, or to feel like you have to earn something in order to be worthy of something else. These are big themes: letting go of victim consciousness, martyrdom, and pay attention to your dreams. This is something that can come through really strongly with Pisces energy as well. So pay attention to your dreams, but there's something unformed or undefined around this. I want to get another message from Archangel Michael around this, because the Piscean energy dissolves. It could be that you're kind of working with this sense of dissolution, and there's like a sense there are no boundaries here. So maybe you're working with things that have been a boundary issue for you in the past. And I'll turn this card around the right way. But I'm getting this message from Archangel Michael: embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. So with Jupiter, the great benefic planet, making such a beautiful trine to this fated energy, this energy of reset and unexpected events, where it feels like more parts of our souls are coming in and connecting with us. And it feels like in many ways like an energetic upgrade, stepping into our soul path. And it feels like you don't have to put a name on it. It's like, let it go. It might take a couple of days or even a week or so. This energy could be around for a couple of weeks. We're going to be in eclipse season for a little bit longer still, but you don't need to name it. If you can name it, that's not a problem if you want to. But if you just feel like, I just feel like something big is releasing or shifting from me, just sit with the feeling. You don't need to kind of say, oh, what is this, and dive deep into it. It's more about just feeling it and letting it go. And so with Jupiter involved, yes, there could be some blessings, there could be gifts, there could be magic coming in. There could be, this is where you can create the energetic space to bring in miracles, which is the divine feminine. So miracles are, very much about opening up to receive from the divine feminine space of I deserve, I'm ready, I'm open to receive my divine blessings that I do not have to earn. I receive them simply because I exist. And that is a really important concept to come in around this. And the miracles come through the divine feminine. Manifesting is more of a divine masculine energy of like, I'm visualizing and I'm doing all this stuff to manifest. Miracles, opening up to miracles, is about opening to receive. And this Pisces full moon is very much a very, very strongly divine feminine full moon. So it's really great to be going within, doing anything, like I said, any kind of ritual, anything to do with water, being in water, anything to do with crystals, or anything to do with meditation or some kind of interesting transcendental experience of some sort. Could be very Piscean. The message I'm getting is to be very present with the space that is created around you, because what is shifting and changing is something quite magical and undefined for the moment. We have the Cup 6 Neptune Scorpio, which Neptune is like, it's a very high spiritual energy, but it's like it might feel a little bit like I'm not sure what this is at first. So, and if you go into the lower vibrations of this, it could feel very foggy, feeling very lost. That can come up with it. But this has an opportunity to liberate you from that energy. If you're feeling really uncertain or unsure about something that is coming up, this is an opportunity for you to understand a deeper truth around that as well, which is really beautiful. But ultimately, I'm getting this energy just wants to float up and out, which is really beautiful. So let's pull another card that is coming in around this. We have, I'm sorry, defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. So another energy that comes through with this full moon in Pisces is an energy of compassion and forgiveness. And this might be forgiving other people. It might be forgiving yourself. There has been something that has been like a chasm or something that kind of affected you deeply at the roots that can come up with this. And the energy of apology, I'm sorry, I forgive, is something that will liberate and free you. Ultimately, with Jupiter involved, making such a beautiful trine, there's an energy of sending yourself a lot of love as well. And especially around things like family issues, around things like nurturing, unconditional love. There might be some big feelings that come up around this as well. And ultimately, it's about let yourself feel. Be really, really present with what's coming up for you, and let it just come up and out and dissolve out like a wave on the ocean. It comes up and reaches a peak, and then it goes again. So those are the messages for the Pisces full moon. I feel like I just want to pull, this is a soul message coming in. Okay, we have the bat and the lion. Okay, and look, we've even got the full moon coming in with the bat, which is fantastic. So the bat is all about releasing fear. Releasing fear about what you're about to move through. There may be unknowns around it. Something intangible is wanting to take form finally, but we sort of have to go through the intangible fog, the intangible ephemeral experience first before we know what that is. It might feel very much like stepping into the unknown, even though it might be you're feeling really optimistic around it, or it feels like there's blessings connected to it or blessings in disguise. But it's saying release fear and have the courage to step into your sovereignty and being the lion, the leader in your life. It's an empowered energy, not the victim consciousness. It's stepping into a different energy. It's an embodied energy, whereas the lion is leading by its presence. It's just doesn't have to overgive or overperform or do something that feels like it's needs to earn its love. It just is powerful. It knows its worth. It stands in its sovereignty because it just is. And that is an energy that is coming through with this. And one final message I want to bring in around this is that full moons can claim things. They can claim energies. Things can come in and out of your life. And if that happens with Jupiter involved in this particular full moon, there is a blessing, there is a greater blessing, or this is a blessed ending or completion that is coming through with this. So I just wanted to finish it off with a final message around this. And we have deep cellular healing. And this is another thing that might come through. I mean, this is so perfect, this card. It's almost like a perfect segue to the meditation that I have, the supportive meditation that I have recorded for you. And it might have that feeling like, oh, I'm really feeling my guides a little bit more. I'm feeling like I'm being really supported on a particular path here. But whatever's happening here with this culmination energy, with whatever is ending here, there will need to be some kind of healing and deep cellular healing, Taurus energy, physical and emotional healing. So again, it feels very heart-centered. See how flowy and watery this energy is around. It quite literally looks like they're in the middle of some kind of energetic spiritual tide here, and that there is deep healing that is going on within this. And that is definitely something that is happening with this full moon. So like I said, this full moon brings many gifts with it. And what those gifts are, we will understand. It feels like the understanding of what that is will shift and change form as we move through this energy further into eclipse season. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're interested in the beautiful guided meditation that I have accompanying this to help you release whatever it is that you need to release with this full moon, the link for that is in the description box below, and it's probably floating around somewhere now as well on the screen. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care.